shoved on by the old oak tree, where the scarves of mist untangle free. I recall her laugh while like the creek, underneath that sky where the stars would speak. Her eyes, a spark against the night, once burned so bright, my lantern's light. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine, underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. The porch still creaks, but she's not there, just empty chairs and strands of hair. The cabin stands on the edge of time, her laughter's gone, no reason or rhyme. Through gravel roads and trails that fade, I walk alone in the bed we made. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine, underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. Was it the wild or the wanderlust that turned our love to just echoes in the dust? The road calls me, but I ache to stay in the memory where she didn't walk away. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine, now I'm just a ghost left behind. Yet the wind still wears her sweet perfume as I ride into the silver moon. Every sunset paints her face in the heart of the skies, her eternal place. And though I roam a soul astray, part of me with her shadow walked away. This ballad reaches into the depth of a cowboy's heart, telling a tale of love and loss, bound to the eternal landscapes that bear witness to his sorrow. Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers to me, you and I, we carved our names in those worn out boots that still remain. The trail runs cold by the cabin side, where you swore to stay right by my side. But boots stays under that endless sky, in the dust where the old paths lie. And I hear your laugh and the wind soft cries, while the sunset bleeds through the prairie's eyes. Boot stains, but you rode away, leaving me with the echoes of yesterday. Now the gravel roads, they don't sing no more, just whisper secrets of what was before. Old porch swings empty like the heart in my chest, saddles gathering dust like the scarf you left. Rain taps soft on the window pane, each drop a memory, each a sting of pain. Yes, boot stays under that stormy sky, in the dust where my hopes might die. And I hear your voice in the rain soft sigh, while the stars hide shy in the morning sky. Boot stains, but you're not here today, just shadows in the silver, the sun's old rays. So I'll roam these lands, drift a ghost in the echoes in the twilight strife. But no matter how far these old roads bend, it's to your memory my heart will tend. Boot stays where our dreams lay deep, in the heart of the wild, in the promises we keep. So I'll sing to the night, let my lone soul stray 'neath the haunting moon where the night birds pray. Boot stays as I walk alone, in the lingering sigh of a love long gone. The song fades like twilight into the night, leaving a trail of heartache, whispered memories in the quiet air. In the shadow of the oak where the wild creek bends, stands an old house bound by the winds of lament. Leathered leaves whisper secrets of you in soft tones, where we dance 'neath the porch light, no sense of alone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost, every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks so profound, in this lonely wild land where my sorrows are bound. Years drifted like tumbleweeds over dry plains, since the fire in your eyes turned to embers then waned. Now the saddle's unmounted and the scarf you love gone, just the echo of footsteps where our laughter once shone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost, every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks so profound, in this lonely wild land where my sorrows are bound. Under the vast skies where the red sun dips low, I wander these empty rooms, letting memories flow. With each creak of the timbers I learn to forgive, in the solitude of sunsets I'm learning to live. Old house tied down, but my heart's finding its way through the whispers of oak trees and the cool evening sway. Yet still I roam these quiet towns, a shadow in the dawn. Old house tied down, but your memory lives on. Cinematic and raw, the song echoes like a timeless lament from an era fading into the shadows of history, as the cowboy continues to ride, haunted but ever hopeful under the expanse of western skies.
Out where the oak tree shadow lays long, by the creek where the wild winds have blown, I carved two hearts, yours and mine, in the bark where whispers stay hidden neath stars stark. Footprints fade where we danced unshaken, on that porch by the hills, God-forsaken. Storm burns like my heart tonight, in the cold, empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand sent warmth in as the dust gushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell. Time turned, those gravel roads grew wide. The quiet town slept as something inside me died. Old laughter haunts the saloons, creaking floors, echoes of steps that aren't ours anymore. That old saddle now just gathers dust, like the memories succumbing to rust. Storm burns like my heart tonight, in the cold, empty cabin's fading light. Your scarf in my hand sent warmth in as the dust gushes the ghost of your grin. How the rain recalls every farewell in the whispering wind. I still dwell underneath the vast indigo skies. I reckon each star mirrors your eyes. The trails we blaze now overgrown, in the wilderness I roam alone. Storm burns and I'm still reaching out through the shadows of doubt, the route of our old route. May the horizon where sunsets bleed hold you close far beyond my meager creed. Every twilight your absence I mourn, in the silence after the storm. Out where the oak tree shadows crept, by the old cabin where we first wept, the wind's a soft whisper of your laugh, echoes of you in the photographs. Dusty boots by the door, worn and bent, your faded scarf holds your scent. An empty porch swing sways in vain, the sun dips low, calls your name. Wildlands know your whisper in the rain, your shadow in the snow. On every lonely gravel road I wander torn apart. Every sunset bleeds through my hollow heart. Once a flame, now the ash is cold. The stories we told have grown old. From the mountains to the plains, all I see are places you walked without me. The saddle's empty on my mare, she's restless, feels you're not there. The trails we rode now overgrown, without your light, without my home. Hollow heart haunts these wildlands know your whisper in the rain, your shadow in the snow. Every twisted trail's a tale of us apart. Every sunset
out by the ridge where the old oak stood. Your laughter echoed, felt so good, wild as the wind in the open plains, where we danced under storms, no rains. In that cabin where the door still creaks, I trace the echo of your retreat. Silent whispers in the dust, your scarf still holds the scent of our shared path. Rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory, a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calm, now just ghost towns, love long gone. Gravel roads where our steps once fell, now just stories that the night winds tell. That old porch swinging's quiet and warm, a testament to vows now torn. The sunset bleeds like the tears we knew. When I held you close, swore we'd see it through. The trails we walk now overgrown, an empty saddle I ride alone. Rain tied down in the lines of my face, each drop of memory, a silent trace. In this heart, the wild storms you calm, now just ghost town, love long gone. So I whisper to the stars above, questions of fate, the cost of love. Do the rivers hold the reasons why underneath this expansive, aching sky? Cowboy bound to the blue. In the rain, your echo I chase, a memory of time, a forgotten place. Though I wander forever, I'm bound to the love we lost, and the rain tied down. Under the shadow of an ancient oak tree, where the creek hums songs to the setting sun, we carved our names, wild hearts running free. In that sacred place our love had begun. Your laughter tangled with the autumn breeze, boots lined with dust from roads we walked as one. Every whisper in the leather, a story of peace in those quiet towns where our dreams spun. Oh, how those boots whisper tales at night, echoes of you in the cold moonlight. Each creak of leather, a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots whispers our story told. Drifted by like leaves in that creek. The old porch swing sways, empty and worn. Through dust and rain, those boots would speak of laughter faded in hearts that were torn. The oak tree stands, but the initials fade. Lone cabin by the road, where love mourns in the silence of the trails where we once laid. Only footprints and memories are reborn. Those echoes of you in the fading light. Each creak a leather, a symphony of the past, dancing with shadows that time has cast. Our love, a lonesome trail gone, gone cold. In boots, whispers, our story told. And as the sun dips behind the hills so far, I feel the pull of every distant star. In every grain of sand, in every wind's blow, lies the sweet sorrow of letting go. Your scarf still holds a scent of spring rain, a remnant of joy, a token of pain. So let those boots whisper as I walk alone, their tales of a love that's overthrown. Ghosts in the leather walking me home under starlit skies, forever to roam. Our love, a lonesome trail gone cold. In boots, whispers, our story forever told. Built a fire where the prairie bends, thought I'd sleep alone again. But you came walking through the sage with bare feet and a smile that stays. You asked for coffee, I gave you stars. You asked for peace, I gave you scars. But somehow you didn't turn away. You pulled up close and chose to stay. Out where the wind can hear us talk, where no one's watching how we walk. You held my hand, I dropped my guard. You found the beat behind my scars. No church, no vow, no paper sign, just dust and hearts and stars aligned. We made love where no one steers us, out where the wind can hear us.
You don't say much, but your eyes confess every ache and tenderness. You once rode hard, loved fast and wild. Now you trace love in every mile. You patch my gate, you fix my fence. You called me home without pretense. And I who swore I'd never fall, now wait for your boots in every call.
Out where the wind can hear us breathe, where love ain't dressed in silk and wreaths. You kiss like storms, you touch like rain. You make me bloom in drought and flame. No rings, no rules, just flame and dirt. But every glance still makes me hurt. In that sweet way the real heart stirs us, out where the wind can hear us. I didn't ride here looking for love.
But you stayed.
Yeah, 'cause I found it in the silence you made.
Out where the wind can hear our song and carries it for years to come. Maybe someday the tale they'll tell is how we tamed each other well.
No statues, names, or wedding bell, just two souls that time can't quell. We still dance where no one steers us, out where the wind still hears us.
the shade of an old oak tree, where the wind whispers secrets in a dance. You and I carved our names for eternity in that wild field where we took our last stance. With a scarf you left, all tattered and red, tied to the branch where our love stories bled. Saddle cries on a dusty trail, echoes of hoofbeats, a lonesome wail. Sunset burns just to fade away, like your voice in the winds of yesterday. Oh, this heart rides alone tonight, under stars that don't shine as bright. Now the old porch creaks with no one to know. The tales of the laughter are sweet undertow. An empty cabin keeps the cold at its heart. Gravel roads lost to the wilderness wrath, where the river used to sing you to sleep. Lies the silence, so heavy, so deep. Saddle cries on a dusty trail, echoes of hoofbeats, a lonesome wail. Sunset burns just to fade away, like your voice in the winds of yesterday. Oh, this heart rides alone tonight, under stars that don't shine as bright. In the rustle of leaves I still hear your laugh, but time's a thief in a photograph. Fading trails, how they twist and they weave. Your absence is the ghost I can't leave. Saddle cries on that dusty trail, a cowboy's heart told a lonesome tale. Every sunset I whisper your name, in the hopes that my soul you'll reclaim. Yet here I ride forever astray, in the twilight of memories that won't fade away.
In the shadow of the oak, where wild daisies grow, you whispered words of love, soft and low. Beneath that ancient tree, we swore eternity, but like the river bends, you slipped away from me. The porch still creaks, the door still moans, haunted by the love the heart once known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind I hear your laugh echoing down on old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Where once our laughter filled the dusty street, now silence lays thick and deep. The cabin stands empty by the weeping willow sway, wood worn soft by many a day. trails we walked are overgrown, lost to time like the love we've known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind I hear your laugh echoing down old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Under the vast unyielding sky I've come to learn how goodbye can be a whisper or a tear, something lost between the fear and love. And every night when stars above shine, I search for you in their divine design. Love rolled through, but it rides no more, just echoes in the wind, the creaking floor. With every sunset, every starlit trail, I feel the weight of a love that's still so frail. Yet in the vastness, in the crimson hue, I've learned to live with the ghost of you.
Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found your scarf, a ghost on that old porch swing. In the town where gravel roads wrap their dusty arms around, beneath the sunset's blaze your laughter used to cling. Long ride shut the door on the winds of yesterday, saddle worn, heart torn by the miles I rode away. Each hoofbeat a reminder of the promises we swore, echoes of you haunt every trail I explore. Cabin stands empty like the pages of our days. Windows stare like eyes filled with the dust at dawn. Once we danced in rain, now I shuffle through life's maze, fading trails like our dreams, all but overrun. Long ride shut the door on the winds of yesterday, saddle worn, heart torn by the miles I rode away. Whispers of your voice swirl like leaves around my core. In the silence of the plains I hear you no more. There's a stillness in the air where a wild river flows, and I reckon that's the sound of letting go. But the heart is a stubborn beast beneath this cowboy's load. Beneath the starry skies, my love for you in shadow still aglow. Long ride, shut the door, let the nightfall hide my pain. Trails in, my friend, where your memory remains. Every star a story, every breeze whispers your lore. In the echoes of the night I close the door. So I'll ride under the moon where the quiet rivers bend. Maybe all a lonesome cowboy can do is pretend that every sunset isn't just another sad amen, but a path that might one day lead me back again.
past the ridge where the old oak stands, I found her scarf caught on gnarled hands. In that silent place, our laughter echoes through empty cabins and fading meadows, where once the wildflowers dared to grow, now lies a blanket of untouched snow. Oh, the storm turned cold in the heart of night, leaving me lonesome at first morning light. Every whispered breeze across the barren plains sings a sorrowful tune where only her memory remains. We'd ride through town, dust kicking neath hooves, two shadows merged at the fall of dusk. But time, like a thief, rode silently from view, stole her smile and the warmth I once knew. Now the porch swings alone, the gravel road untread by the ghost of a love and the words we left unsaid. Oh, the storm turned cold in the heart of night, leaving me lonesome at first morning light. Every whispered breeze across the barren plains sings a sorrowful tune where only her memory remains. Underneath the starlit canvas, I whisper to the skies, searching for forgiveness in the moon's unblinking eyes. For not the miles I've wandered, nor the stars above could ever erase the traces of that lost, forsaken love. Oh, the storm turned cold and I'm still here, holding on to shadows, wishing she were near. Wind's a solemn partner in the dance of the forlorn, carrying my heartbreak like a cowboy, worn and torn. In the chill of the silence, where our dreams once danced, I'll saddle up my sorrows and give solitude one last glance.
In the shadow of a crooked oak where the wild river bends, I found your scarf, a faded red, torn by the wind sharp ends. Beneath the sky's deep canvas, so cruel and endless blue, every whisper of the grass brings me back to you. These grave haunts that grip my soul, your echoes in the plains, where the twilight bleeds into the stars and only silence remains. Underneath this lonesome moon I wander, roll and spin, with shadows of your laughter in the winds that never relent. Dusty trails once, through towns too small to name, our dreams as wide as open skies, wild hearts we never tamed. Now the porch is creaking solitude, where we once danced till dawn. A solitary rider passed by, the echo of us gone. Oh, these grave haunts that grip my soul, your echoes in the plains, where the twilight bleeds into the stars. only silence remains. Underneath this lonesome moon, I'll wander old and spin, with shadows of your laughter in the winds that never relent. An old saddle lies abandoned where the barn door sways and sighs. Raindrops trace the stories, the silent goodbyes. And every mile I've traveled, every dusk I've faced alone, brings me closer to the heartache, the deepest I've known. Oh, these grave haunts that tether my soul to your memory ever tied. And every sunset's fire, and every tear I've cried. Yet in the quiet of the dying light, as night claims the expanse, I find solace in the solitude, in the tragic dance. So let the stars bear witness to the love I cannot reclaim, as the darkness folds around me, whispering your name.
In the shadow of the old sycamore tree, where the creek bends low and wild, we carved our names for eternity in the days when I was just a child. Her laughter echoed through the canyon's breath, where the dusty trails now lay. Each step away feels closer to death as the twilight steals the day. Lonely fire stays where we used to lay, burning embers under starlit skies. Now the smoke just spirals in a silent praise, while the lone wolf howls and the north wind cries. Lonely fire stays and it burns away all the memories that time can't erase. Here in the ghost of you, what am I to do but watch the lonely fire stay? Once there was a cabin filled with light, where the porch held back the sun. Now cobwebs catch the last rays of night, and the saddles come undone. The riverbed's dry, the oak tree has died, no shade for broken dreams. Her scarf in my hand feels like grains of sand slipping through like all my schemes. Lonely fire stays where we used to lay, burning embers under starlit skies. Now the smoke just spirals in a silent praise, while the lone wolf howls and the north wind cries. Lonely fire stays and it slowly decays, the ties to a past that I can't reclaim. Here in the ghost of you, what am I to do but watch the lonely fire stay? So I'll ride these hills, let the dust wrap its chill as the shadows claim the ground. No whiskey can cure, no time can secure the love that I once found. Lonely fire stays never quite the same as the silence settles with the frost. Each flickering flame speaking out her name, wondering if I'm lost. Lonely fire stays, this heart forever prays in the ash of memories I trust. Here in the ghost of you, that's all I can do while the lonely fire stays. Yes, the lonely fire stays, and I'm just a whisper in the haze. underneath the twisted oaks, by the bend where the creek fades, I found your scarf, a whisper light caught on a bramble's jagged blade. The sun was a low, mournful red, painting sorrows in shades so deep. In that silent glade where once we laid, now just shadows that weep. As the creek fades to do those days, caught in the currents of old, the laughter we shared now echoes bare 'neath the trees so stark and cold. And I wander on through dusk to dawn with your memory, my silent guide, like a ghost on the wind where the creek bends, where our love did once abide. The cabin's empty, the porch swings long, the gravel road long untrod. Your laughter is gone with the fading dawn, the fields now quietly sigh. Where once rang our steps through corridors of green, now only the call of a distant owl in the night serene. As the creek fades to do those days, caught in the currents of old, the laughter we shared now echoes bare 'neath the trees so stark and cold. And I wander on through dusk to dawn with your memory, my silent guide, like a ghost on the wind where the creek bends, where our love did once abide. Oh, the saddle sits dusty, the reins hang loose, the echoes of our past tight as the news. But in my dreams I ride the trails where you ride beside, through storm, through wind, where the creek fades on that endless ride. As the creek fades like the last light of day, my heart knows no reprieve. Your song sung once in a world gone hush 'neath the stars that gently grieve. So I'll wander on, a shadow at dawn 'neath skies vast and wide, forever by the bend where the creek ends, where our love will always reside. In the silence, the creek whispers tales as the oak leaves gently wave. A cowboy sings into the wind, his heart the land will sing. In the dawn's gray whisper, by the oak tree stand, I recall her laughter, scattered like sand. Cold morning on the porch, steam rose like prayers, her scarf in the breeze, dancing away my cares. Oh, that cold morning when she walked away, left her shadow in my door and my skies turned gray. Every creaking board and whispering wind, echoes of the love that danced on the skin. Years fell like leaves to the ground they'd lay. Old trails turned to dust, gravel roads led astray. Where once we lay 'neath stars, now lies empty space. An old worn saddle and no trace of her grace. That cold morning when she walked away, took the warmth of the sun, left my world in disarray. Now every sunset bleeds into a lonesome shade. Faint memories linger like the promises we made. On a quiet night, the wind whispers truths. In the solitude I confront my youth. Love's a fleeting shadow on a high plains drift, ghost in the cabin where my heart once sit. So that cold morning keeps walking away. Each step she took, time steals a bit more each day. And I'm left holding on to a breeze, a faint perfume, under the endless sky where our love once bloomed. Now she's just a memory that walked away, leaving echoes in the wind and my heart led astray. Where the oak tree shadows lay long, and near the creek where we carved our names that June, the old porch creaks with the weight of songs unsung, as the twilight holds whispers of you in the monsoon. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies that now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. The cabin stands empty where your scarf caught the wind. On a rusty nail it's still dancing, threadbare and thin. The trail we walk now overgrown where no footsteps tread. Everything's changed, the dreams we dream now dead. Silence remembers the echoes of your laugh under starlit skies that now just gaze on my behalf. Each breeze is a touch lost in the folds of time. Silence remembers, oh, and so does this heart of mine. Sunset, a reminder this world ain't home. Just a wanderer's heart with nowhere to rest, holding on to a ghost in the west lonely chest. Silence remembers, and it's the keeper of my soul. In the quiet your memory plays the sweetest role. And as the dust settles with the setting sun, I know silence remembers what I've never truly won. Silence remembers, oh, silence remembers.
In the shadow of the mesa where the wild sagebrush grows stands the shell of an old house where my bittersweet wind blows. Its timbers cracked by time like lines upon my face, whispered tales of scarlet scarves and soft tender grapes. Oak tree by the porch now withered, gnarled and gray. Underneath its boughs our dreams first saw the light of day. Oh, the old house died young with our love locked inside. Windows boarded up where our laughter used to hide. Now the evening shadows weep as the stars refuse to shine in the old house that died young on the hill that ceased to pine. There's a saddle worn and dusty, hasn't seen a horse in years, and the path up to the doorway's choked with thorns instead of cheers. Gravel road that led to town, now reclaimed by the earth, like the trails we traced in youth, not knowing their full worth. Rain taps on the rooftop like the rhythm of your shoes, dancing on the wooden floors to the tune we never choose. Yes, the old house died young with our dreams still in its halls, silent as the echo of our steps within these walls. Every creaking floorboard moans beneath the weight of time in the old house that died young, where your hand slipped out of mine. Now I wander lands unending, under skies that know my plight, a lone rider tracing sunsets haunted by the coming night. With every step away your memory pulls like the moon, guiding me back to a porch where we once kissed in June. Oh, the old house died young, but my heart lives there still, on that weathered old porch and in the chill of twilight's thrill, as the stars dare to glimmer on this lonesome ghostly plume. I'm the keeper of the echoes in the old house that died young. Let the wind sing through the oak, let the dust cover the door, for a cowboy rides alone, not homebound anymore. Yet in every whispering breeze and in every shift of sand is the old house that died young, and a love that still stands. In the shadow of an oak, where the prairie wind blows cold, sat a cabin, walls of whispers, stories seldom told. Beneath the porch light flickering, with every creaking sound, was there I left a scarlet scarf where my heart was bound. Her laughter in the aspen leaves, her sorrow in the ground. That lonely fire tied down. Oh, the skies recall her name in hues of flame and frown. Silhouettes of our past, like shadows dance around. Every sunset bleeds a memory in colors she once wore. Lonely fire tied down, burns but ain't warm no more. Years have turned the trail's dust over, hoof prints disappear. Gravel roads lead to nowhere. Bring me back right here, where the oak tree's grown older, the porch sags alone. Echoes of her footsteps, like whispers, now are gone. The scarf's faded, threads worn, just like the love we'd sown in that place she'd once called home. Oh, the skies recall her name in hues of flame and frown. Silhouettes of our past, like shadows dance around. Every sunset bleeds a memory in colors she once wore. Lonely fire tied down, burns but ain't warm no more. And I wander these empty trails where the wild winds are roamed, looking for a sign or a reason, the seeds of sorrow sown. But all I find is the echo of the words we said too soon, underneath a bittersweet crescent moon. So the skies keep her story in the whispers of the town. Her laughter in the wind, her tears in the rain that pounds. Every night I face the stars, where our love was sworn. Lonely fire tied down by the heart forever worn. Yes, this fire's tied down, but oh, it still burns on. In the shadow of a weathered oak, where the creek bends low and wide, I drop my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just a whispers with the tumbleweeds in the valley of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind. Since that hat walked away with her, won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old
had walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. And I'd stretch longer down these roads where once we rode so free. Since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watch and know, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that had walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrow sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still, across lands both wild and free, that had walked away with my love, left the rest to me.